Hey guys, so this is a video I said I was going to make comparing all of these wheel diameters that I have. So here is a selection of some of the wheels that I have for my bikes. First off, we have a 26-inch wheel, which is the original stock wheels that came on my Cannondale. Behind that there is a 700C wheel with a 28mm tire road bike wheel off my road bike. Behind that we have a 650B mountain bike wheel set with a 1.65 inch tire. That's a new wheel set now that I have for my Cannondale mountain bike. Behind that we have a Stan ZTR 29er rim with 2.35 Supermoto tire. So now we're starting to get into pretty fat tires. Behind that we have the front wheel off my Moonlander, so that's a 100mm clown shoe rim with the Dillinger 5, so what they would refer to as a 5-inch tire. And behind that we have the 29er Plus front wheel off of my Surly Krampus, so a 50mm rim with a 3-inch tire. So you can see as you go up the tire line, the height of the tire, the wheel gets taller. So essentially if the wheel is taller, you have a larger outer diameter. So we start out with the 26-inch. Man, I laugh now when I look at a 26-inch wheel, and I can't believe the speeds I used to go off-road and the terrain I used to ride off-road and the speeds I try to go over it with. I mean, I don't even want to ride a 26-inch wheel off-road anymore. I don't hate 26-inch wheels. Actually, I find them super fun in urban riding and city riding because it has such snappy, surgy acceleration and deceleration. I find it really, really fun to ride. So that's a 2.1-inch Kenda Small Block 8 tire on there. So I still use these occasionally. I put them on my Cannondale because I have fun with them. And then we have a 700C wheel set with a 28mm tire. So that would be basically, this is what you're going to see this weekend at Paris-Roubaix, which is a really tough, hard road race that's done on really rough cobblestones. I got something stuck in the tire here. Hoping that's just a rock and not gonna have to dig that out. Didn't notice that before. I don't know if that's glass. I'll dig it out after I have the video. So this is fat for road bike wheel standards. And then we have the 650B wheel set with 1.65 wheels. And if we compare the axle heights, they're actually pretty close to being the same. If anything, actually, it looks like the 700C wheel is slightly taller. So the 28mm looks to have a very slight diameter advantage over the 650B. Then we can compare, these are the ones people are probably most interested in comparing. So we have a 29er wheel here with a 2.3-inch on, I think it's a 23mm wide rim. Then we have a true fat bike wheel set, a 100mm rim with a 5-inch tire, and then, which is a 26-inch rim. And then we have the rabbit hole wheel set, the Krampus wheel set in the back. So if you compare the heights, compare the axle height here between the fat bike and the 29er, or yeah, my 29er wheel set off of my Fargo. See where this ends up here. So they're actually pretty similar. I don't know. I'd say they're almost the same diameter. If there is a difference between them, it's really, really quite small. But then if you take the fat bike wheel over to the Krampus wheel set and compare the axle on the Krampus wheel set is noticeably higher. So even compared to a fat bike wheel set, pretty much the widest rim, the fattest tire combo you can get. The Krampus wheel set is a larger outer diameter. And then this is probably the most interesting comparison really, is this Schwalbe Supermoto tire. If you were to see this bike on its own, you'd be like, holy smokes, that's a fat tire. And it is a really, really fat tire. for a regular 29er. But then if you compare it actually to a 29er Plus, I don't know if you can tell the size difference there. It's a pretty substantial difference in fatness of the tire. And then if you compare the actual outer diameters on them, the height of it, there's a noticeable difference. It's pretty substantial. So if you're gonna go with looking for a fully rigid bike for riding technical terrain, but I mean by technical is rooty, rocky terrain, and you want to stay fully rigid. Not that I've actually had the chance to do much technical riding with this, because our trails are still snow and ice covered, and they will be for a while because we're getting snow. We got snow today, we're getting snow tomorrow. It's just gonna delay the ability to use those trails. But my suspicion is 29er Plus is going to be the way to go if you're looking for ultimate in rollover performance without having to go with any form of suspension. So there's essentially the 3 mountain bike wheel diameters you can get. You got your 26-inch, you have your 27.5 650B, you have a regular 29er wheel set, and then you have your 29er Plus, which is a 700C diameter rim, but very wide rim with a very, very fat tire. You may or may not find this information interesting, but thanks for watching.